We're here with Professor Larry Lessig. We were just at the conference for Constitutional Convention. So first, tell us what the convention is about.
So this conference was trying to bring together people from the left, people from the right, people who support the idea of a convention, and people who oppose it, to at least begin to put the idea out there in a way that answers questions and begins to address, I think, some of the kind of craziness around the idea of a convention. And I've been driven to the idea that the convention is really essential because, like you, I think that the fundamental problem in American politics is the corruption of our political system. And it's a corruption that makes it impossible for the left to get what the left wants and the right to get what the right wants.
I think what most people are curious about is why is a convention the best way to approach it?
Well, if you think that the fundamental problem is the cancer, the corruption that is Washington, we have to find a way to get around that corruption. And any system that says, let's go to Washington and get Washington to propose an amendment to change the system is hopeless because they're never going to cure themselves of this cancer.
You know, our original thought on this was that you attack enough politicians with concentrated money and send a message that if they oppose this, that they're going to be in trouble, pledge, Grover Norquist style, etc. Why are you not as hopeful about that?
Well, I wouldn't say I think it can't work. If you had enough money, you had enough fight, I think we should be doing that strategy too. So in my own kind of work, I push to support the Fair Elections Now Act, which I think is an imperfect way of solving it, but be better than nothing. But at the same time, I think we have to be moving a number of balls at the same time. And one of the things about a convention is that historically we know every time we've gotten close to a convention, Congress has been terrified. And Congress's terror manifests itself in reform that they think will staunch the effort for a convention. So I think that might actually be a way to make this happen here. Let's get close. Let's have a movement that says pass a statute that creates the kind of citizen-funded election system we need. And those two things together might actually produce the change.
I actually agree 100% with that. And one of the things that I came here to try to find out is if there was a better alternative. And my sense is that you're right, there is not a better alternative. There are many alternatives, but this is the best one. But then, you know, the concern that a lot of people had, which I'm not sure that I share, but I wanted to get your take on it, is what if it's a runaway convention? So how do you address that?
So I don't get the concern. It's a runaway convention. It proposes crazy ideas. We invade Canada. That's the proposed amendment. All right, a crazy idea gets sent out to the states. The states say it's a crazy idea. Forget it. So I think we need to be concerned to balance the risks. On the one side, the risk of doing nothing is that we continue to have the destructive, corrupted government we have right now. If we try to do something, there's a risk of crazy amendments, but I don't think there's any danger that 38 states are going to pass a crazy amendment.
I agree. In the original convention, they say was, oh my God, it was a runaway convention. It was, and it produced the greatest document known to man.
Right.
So if we could be half as successful, we'd have been more successful than we could have imagined.
Let's get some more runaway conventions going.
Exactly. All right, Professor Lessig, thank you so much for joining us.